Tylan, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Good. Obviously, we know Saturday was a really tough loss. As players, like, what do you do to kind of put that game in the past? Because I imagine the way that game ended, it has to linger longer than maybe other games. How do you kind of put that one behind you and get ready for the next one?
Coach teaches us a 24-hour rule, win or loss, so you never can get too high or too low. The biggest thing is we had to go back, watch the film, get the correction, and see what we must improve on to keep the season going in the right direction.
Tylan, you guys played two Big 12 teams now in a row. Has anything stood out to you about the play in the Big 12, the teams in the Big 12? Anything maybe that's been a little different than what you maybe not have anticipated?
Watching Big 12 football, I mean, you always been able to watch it. You see what type of brand it is, and it really just shows you how small the margin of error really is.
There's been movement on the offensive line, bringing new guys in every game so far. What's the struggle with changing the offensive line around?
It's not really a struggle. Everybody can go out and ball, in my opinion, and they've been able to go out and show that. So no matter who's really out there on the field, we all know each other. We all have played. Meaningful snaps. So we just have to go out there and execute.
What stands out to you about Kansas from what you've seen so far?
They're a good team. They have a good environment. Their overall team is just very good, and I know they're coming off a loss, so they're going to be ready to play.
How do you think you match up?
I feel like we match up well.
You talked about the 24-hour rule post-game. How would you say the team does in-game, kind of going from one play to the next? There was a lot of momentum swings during that.
Can you say that 1 second?
You talked about 24-hour rule after the game. In-game, how do you think the team does going from one play to the next?
You have to keep it the same way. No matter what happened on the play before, you have to have a reset, and you have to keep getting ready to go because each play can define the end result of the game. So you can't be too high on what just happened before. You have to go ahead, get a reset, and execute that play like you just tried to execute the play before, even better.
Do you think emotions took control in this past game as far as keeping it steady or not keeping it steady?
We just have to go out and execute every play and treat every play like it's the play to win the game.
Similarly, you mentioned the 24-hour rule. So for you personally, how do you spend that time? Is it watching film back? Is it what's maybe the full look of 24 hours post a loss like that?
Going back and watching the film, seeing the plays, and seeing those plays where you could have been better, seeing what you need to do to help the team improve, and making sure you're doing your job, and just making sure that you're doing your part in winning.
Obviously, John Rice has still been around the team, but what's your reaction to him being more back and trying to come back?
It's good to see him back on the field. Just good having him around. He's one of our leaders, and he's one of the people that help make this team go.
What have you seen from in that other side of that? What have you seen from Timmy in his performance so far in the first couple games?
Timmy's been improving day by day. Just seeing how far he's come, and just knowing the leader that he is, and just showing how he goes out and helps us improve each and every day.
How would you describe the mood of the team heading into this week after a game like that?
Obviously, when you lose, you're never feeling great about that. Just knowing that we have to get back in and work. We all had to abide by that 24-hour rule, and when we came in yesterday, we watched the film together, saw those things that we need to improve on, and ready to get back to work.
Does it make the team angry? Does it make them more focused? Like, does it kind of like really drive you that much harder to improve? Or?
It's never fun losing, so you're never gonna be happy with taking a loss. It definitely does make us more focused because we know that we have to go out and reach those goals that we have set.
What's it going to take the O-line to do to perform well on Saturday and get out of Kansas with a win?
Communication, execution, blocking the right hats, and doing your job.
How has communication been so far?
It's been good. I feel like it always can be better. When you don't win, you obviously see that there's things that can be improved. So improving on those little things will help us win.
What do you know about Kansas? Their defensive front. Do you know much about them yet? What kind of challenge will they be?
It's a great team. They're one of the contenders in this conference, and we have to go out and execute in order to win.
So,